Appraisals. A lot of people get confused between the inspector and the appraiser. So it's two different people, and the appraiser is a big part of the lending process. So I just want to have Randy put some insights into that. So why do we want an appraisal, and how does it look from the lending standpoint?
So from a lender standpoint, it really depends on the loan type that you're doing, but the first and foremost thing that it does is determine the value of the house. So we want to make sure as a buyer, you're not overpaying for it. We also want to make sure that the price that's on your contract is justified with comparable sales in the neighborhood of similar homes close in proximity that sold recently. So that's the number one purpose of it. But also there are certain loan types that will want to make sure that the house is in good working order for the buyer. And so the appraiser will make a list of anything that might need to be repaired, and then the seller is required to fix it for you before you can close. And this is truly a buyer protection. A lot of people get mad at these things, sometimes on the selling side. They're not real thrilled about having to make repairs.
No seller ever wants to fix anything. It's
right, right. So we know that, but you have to remember, when a person is doing a low down payment loan or a zero down payment loan, we really have to make sure that they're not moving into a house they can't afford to maintain. So that's really the reasoning behind all of that.
I think it's a really big buyer protection. People don't realize that, it's like, it's just another thing you have to pay for. But at the end of the day, it's protecting you as the buyer, because you want to make sure, like you said, you're not buying a house you can't afford, because worst case, we don't want you to get foreclosed on, because honestly, this is kind of a side thing, but people always think, oh, the banks just want to foreclose on you so they can resell your house. They really don't.
They really don't.
Banks are not in the market of buying real estate. They would rather you keep the house and pay your mortgage on time every month.
That's right.
So keep that in mind. Appraisers, they're for you. They're there to protect you. Make sure you're not overpaying. And the great thing is, if it doesn't come in for the appraised value, you're not obligated to buy the house either.
Correct.
A lot of people think, well, it doesn't appraise, I'm just dead in the water.
It's also an opportunity to reopen negotiations and maybe get the house for a little bit less. So there's a lot of good things that can come from an appraisal.
Absolutely. So if you have any more lending questions, be sure and comment them below, or just call Randy directly. She has a wealth of information in the financing and lending department. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.